Welcome back to the Julia Show. Happy 2025 to everybody. Happy year of the snake, the year of transformation, personal growth to a maximum. This is going to be the year where we can actually set intentions, set those goals, and achieve them, but only if we are disciplined, focused, determined, and have no fear. Being brave is going to be a huge theme for this year, and there is nothing that will stop you if you don't let it stop you. It's as simple as that, you guys. Every year we started off with like all of these goals, these vision boards. I am scrapping all of that. And my goal is to just take intuitive action, starting with this simple spiritual discipline that I want to share with you all today. This has been the secret that I've been keeping in my own little back pocket because it has truly created a lot of shifts in my life. And this is called asceticism. What is asceticism? So asceticism is a spiritual practice where we abstain or sacrifice something. We give something up in order to receive our desire. It has to be one very, very specific intention. This is something that I used last year to attract new clients into my business when I quit my job and started my own business. And at first, I struggled. Believe it or not, though, after my 40-day asceticism practice, I attracted new clients and new money flows into my life in a way that I wanted it. And that made me truly, truly excited. You may say, no way, is this real? Try it out. Be very focused, be very determined, and see the power that you have simply by setting an intention, being disciplined, committing, and sacrificing something. The reason that this practice really works is because asceticism, this is a long practice that has existed for thousands and thousands of years. It was actually practiced by Buddhists and in Hinduism culture and religions in order to go deeper into your spiritual purpose, into your spiritual path, and connect to your purpose, connect to your intentions, and bring these manifestations into your reality. So really, we are filled in this world with, different pleasures, indulgences, especially in Miami. Oh my goodness. I mean, there is whatever you want. But the key with asceticism is for us to give something up, to say no to a pleasure, to say no to comfort, to be in discomfort in order to receive something. And that is where the balance of give and receive is always important to note when we're setting any kind of goal and any kind of intention. Think about it like this. Whatever it is that you want in your life, you're asking to get, you're asking to receive. And the question that the universe, God, source that I have is, what are you willing to give? What are you willing to give in order to receive your wildest desire? And again, this has to be a very specific intention. I have shared this with my inner circle. I have shared this with my girlfriends, and guess what? It has proven to be effective every single time. So this is how asceticism works. Number one step is what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper and write down your clear intention for what you want to receive. In other words, you can say something like, and I'll give an example for how I practice asceticism. I said, I want to increase my financial channel and attract at least one client over the next 40 days. Every single day you have to show up. You have to commit. You have to give before you receive to keep the momentum and the universal flow, because what's happening here is we are creating with the universe. We are co-creators. So you have to set a date at least longer than 30 days. Minimum is 30 days. Maximum is whatever you want. It can go all the way up to like 120 days if you want to get freaky with it. But I suggest if this is your first time practicing something like this, to start off with 30 days or 40 days. I chose 40 days. I usually tend to practice things for 40 days. And how it works is once you set your intention, take a piece of paper and write it down. Very, very simple. I set an intention to attract my partner for a healthy relationship. I set an intention to attract this much money over the next 40 days. And now, step number 2, choose the number of days, 30 days, 40 days, 50, 60, etc. You have to do this, whatever you choose to do, every single day. Rain or shine, tired or not, you show up and you do it. And that's what you're going to realize, how hard it is to stay disciplined to our own desires. And step number 3, what you're going to do is now, this is the interesting part. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? For example, asceticism could work something like, I'm going to not drink for 30 days if you do drink. It could also look like introducing something that's challenging into your system. For instance, what I did is I did kundalini leapfrogs for 40 days. And this was the hardest exercise for me since I started doing kundalini yoga over a year ago. So I specifically chose something that was the most challenging. And I said, I'm going to do 56 repetitions or 54 repetitions every single day. And boy, oh boy, let's just say, if you saw me doing them on TikTok, you know that I was like dizzy and I was just like, I could not really do 56 straight away, but it got me every single day when I was practicing, and I got better and better and better. You need to ask yourself, what is it that's really challenging for you that you want to sacrifice over the next 40 days? Are you going to sacrifice your sleep and sleeping in? Like, it's things that are pleasurable, that are comfortable. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up watching TV if that's something that you do? Are you willing to give up eating sweets, eating sugar? What are you willing to give up? It's always nice when they're intertwined. For example, I will not drink. I mean, actually, it can be whatever you want. I would just suggest choosing something that's actually challenging for you and that you kind of dread doing. That's the whole point of this, is you want to not be excited to do it and push yourself and motivate and dedicate and discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That is my word for 2025. Because if we have no discipline, we are not going anywhere, you guys. We are staying put because we can't even commit to ourselves. What are we talking about asking for commitment from anybody else? How committed are you to your dreams? How committed are you to your goals? And if we can't commit to 40 days of practice, then I don't know. I do not know. So we must. And I'm not saying this to say it at you. I'm saying this for myself. I want to be very disciplined this year for my goals, and I'm going to do this again. I'm starting my new asceticism practice this week. So if you want to join me in this journey every single day. I'm going to be posting it on my story that I'm doing it. Join in, share, #asceticism. Let's freaking do this, you guys, because we can all do it together. I think I'm even going to start a group chat and link it down below if you want to join, if you want to be part of the community where every woman, everyone in this chat is so dedicated to their goals, to their dreams. So number 1, set your intention, be very clear. Number 2, set the amount of days that you want to commit this practice to. And number 3, understand what you're willing to sacrifice. For example, my other friend, she'd committed to doing breath work every single day. And you'll be surprised when you really feel like, gosh, I don't want to do this today because either you're tired or something has come up, life comes up. But the power of commitment every single day will change just how badly you want that thing. And you'll realize that I have the power to create this through my actions, because that's what happened to me. I did my leapfrogs. I leapfrogged my way into a new financial position for myself because I was almost like at my wit's end of just like, where the heck are my clients? I mean, I've been putting in so much effort, and it doesn't mean you don't do anything outside of this, right? If you're wanting to attract a relationship, of course you're dating and you're going on dates, and if you want to attract a new job, you're applying for jobs. It's not just going to fall from the sky, but this is a maximizer, because you'll be surprised. For me, as soon as my 40 days were done, like actually on my 40th day, this came into my reality. A new client literally fell from the sky, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And then a new opportunity came in as well, and I was like, oh my gosh, it worked, because I'm not going to share something that I have not tested out myself. And so this is a practice that will absolutely work for any goal or intention you have in your life. And the next one I'm going to do is starting this week. It's focused on a different area of my life, and I'm going to dedicate the next 40 days to doing kundalini yoga, and this time I'm making it longer, and I'm actually going to practice one specific kriya meaning set that's supposed to activate something, focusing on the heart space. If you want to join that one specifically to attract a partner into your life, I will also link that below or in this video, because Camilla Yoga has been my incredible teacher in kundalini for over a year. She is not phony. She is not, these like kumbaya, some of these spiritual mentors that you see online. She is the real deal for me. And, we can talk about how do you know when someone actually is the real deal in the spiritual community versus not. Practicing discernment and listening to your heart, listening to your soul and your wisdom will never, never lie to you. But sometimes your logic and, there's a lot of things that people can do actually to manipulate your vision, your spiritual eyesight, your spiritual knowing through several different things, which, I'm not going to go into that today. But yeah, spirituality is one heck of an incredible journey, and it's not just a buzzword. You hear people say spirituality like it's a buzzword, but what I want to be committed to, and the reason that I even started this channel is that we become the truest version of ourselves, meaning we unravel our potential. I mean, think about how much potential lives in you that you haven't even expressed. Your soul is yearning. My soul is yearning and has been yearning to be expressed, to be shared, to be going into self-expression, creativity, all these wonderful things. That is why I am here. That is why I do singing. That is why I do acting. That is why I, am in the creative arts. And this is truly a practice that will change your life. And until you try it, until you commit to it, the same way you're committing to your goal. If you can't commit to this practice, then maybe you're not committed to your goal. Maybe you're not committed to your vision. Maybe you don't actually want that thing. So you'll realize that if every single day you just, you do a tally. I just had a journal. I said day 1, this is how I felt. Day 2, this is how I felt. And every single day you can maximize it by saying, I commit. Before you start that practice, you say, I set an intention to do X today, to sacrifice this in order to receive this. So always reinstate your goals and reinstate your intention to really vibrate it, because you'll be surprised how the world around us listens and wants us to succeed. So if you are ready, I am starting this challenge tomorrow. Today is day 0, tomorrow is day 1. My asceticism practice is about to begin. I invite you to join me. Comment below if you're interested. I will link a group chat for all of us to join. And I'm also going to share on my TikTok and my Instagram for other people to join, so we can get a community going of incredible women. This is who my channel is for. It's for women that are passionate about unraveling themselves and doing good in the world, making an impact, healing themselves, loving other people, being in love, being in surrender, connecting to God, to source, to creator, because I think there's so much beauty in us that we have not even tapped into, because we have to unlearn so many of these things and relearn from a place of soul. I love you, love you, love you. Comment below, what are you challenging yourself to? Are you ready for asceticism? Because it sure as heck hates to see you coming. It hates to see us coming, you guys, because we're bringing the heat this year. I'm starting this year strong. I want you to start your year strong, because we don't really need anything to change for you to be the change. Be the change you want to see in the world. That is my motto this year. Be the change that you want to see in the world. A lot of times we wait for people, we wait for things, we wait for circumstances to change, but we have to be the change. We have to start the change. We have to change the way we move, and then everything around us will magically shift. I love you, love you, love you. Toodaloo. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with a friend. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. If you want a personal session and to go deeper into the energies on a very soul level, I do energy healing, I do tarot, I go deep, and I help you release a lot of fears, a lot of limitations. I do regressions, things that I have experienced that have tremendously helped me and gotten me to where I am today. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.